Yo, Zauriel, can you hear me, brother?
Yes, I can hear you.
For sure. Uh, yeah, dude, the show. I'm really, really, really excited for having you on. Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
yeah, of course, man. So check it out. So, as everybody knows, this is the smoking section, right? I'm right here with Zauriel Luna, my very good friend. Yeah, J. Corpse. This motherfucker is crazy. Yeah, so I want to take a second, bro, and kind of like let you tell people your background with dancing. Like, give them that comic book number one origin story. How'd you get started and where you're at right now.
All right. Um, well, I started really started getting into dance when I was about in third grade, I would say. I would just be watching like Michael Jackson, and just like watching like how he dances and just like kind of like imitating him, And that's how I really got into dance more. And then after that, it was more like me watching like on the ABDC and just watching like America's Best Dance Crew and be like, dang, I want to be on a dance crew or I just want to start dancing more. So I started dancing from by myself for a while, just like really like just freestyling, just like doing like just like other like small choreo, But until I was about like in middle school, I joined Alias Dance Family. Shout out Alias Dance Family. Um, um, yeah, but I was from there. Um, and then once I went to high school, I joined Emanon for like the first like couple like I think I did like half a year my freshman year, and then I just danced at Rio Mesa High School. I started Rio Mesa All Male my junior year. Um, from there, my junior year, I also joined Hometown Heroes, which was created by Sylvester Reyes, Chanel Cuipo, and Touch Andrade. Yeah, so from there, that's what really like like took me off. Like when I joined HTH, it's like damn, like this is like I'm really serious about this. This is what I really like want to do, and I'm in like the perfect environment, surrounded by a bunch of friends and people I can trust, and like yeah, it was a really fun experience. And right now we're just keep growing right now, and I'm just trying to do my best, just on freestyle, choreo, whatever it is. That's pretty much sums it up for a little bit.
Yeah, man. So, you know what I mean. Alias Dance Family is a family ran by Byron Cal. They've had their mark in Oxnard, for quite some time now, and they've all produced really good dancers. And you know, I remember, dude, first coming across you. You came to a practice, and HTH was dynamite back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, it was.
And we had that whole stint together, and it was like, yo, this kid is fucking this kid really, I just remember thinking to myself, just like, dude, this kid has so much potential. Like, there's so much untapped raw potential right
Thank you.
here. And dude, no, bro. Like, listen, man. Listen, like, the one thing I really wanted to talk to you about is like, what is because watching you guys freestyle was something for me, right? And it still is to this day. Like, because we club
Yeah.
together, bro. And so still to this day, watching the raw creativity come out of you, you know what I mean, is like, whoa, like, it's just so cool to see a younger creation, a younger imagination than mine. Yeah, like, and if you can you explain, like, what is the process that you go through? You step to a song, or when you step towards something that you want to, that you feel inspired to create. What is that
Wait,
process like?
can you repeat that question again? Sorry, I think it's kind of cutting a little bit.
Oh, my bad, my bad. But what is the process of when you're walking towards something that you want to create or something that's inspired you? Like, what is your process from, like, beginning stretch point?
I would say probably my process of like just like mainly on like creating, like how you said, I think. Um, uh, I think my process would just be I just kind of like just sit and just like in my own like environment, like I'm just sitting like there by myself, and I just like put on a song, put on a shuffle, or try to find a song that I really like, that really like hits me, you know, like until I feel that like I feel my head like moving a little bit. I feel the um like that heaviness in my chest. I'm like that. I feel like that's the most where I'm starting to like find it, like, and I just listen to the song and just vision how it would be, and just I just freestyle to it and just try to create from there. um and whether it be like choreo, um just freestyle exercises, or just like trying to vision like blocking and like effects. um yeah.
So would would you think that creating to something, it begins like the main damn, how's the way I want to word this? Would you think that's one of the most pivotal parts of creating something is like those first couple, like that first beginning point of like when you're listening to a song, like, and it starts to hit you? Do you think that's like the most important part, or is there something else that you would,
um
attribute that to?
I feel like for me, that's like for myself, that's the most important part, because when I hear a certain song, I'm like, well, like that gets me in that like mood, that like, oh, all right, I'm about to make this piece right now. Like I'm about to do this. Like let's, you know.
Yeah, for me, I feel like that too. It's like people are always telling me, especially when they're first beginning to make choreo, it's like, oh, I get tired of the song, and it's like, well, how? Like, if it's really speaking to you, like,
Yeah,
how are you getting
exactly.
tired of the song right now? Yeah. Okay. So now going with that, how how have you felt? Like, or what's a memory, or what's a moment that stood out when you had your choreo being presented on a big stage? Whether it was with Rio or whoever.
Uh, Wait, what was the first part of that question? Sorry.
How does it make you feel? How has it made you feel?
Uh,
What has it done for you? What it like, what are the or what's a moment that might stand out to you from when you first saw your choreo on stage, or no matter what
I
stage
think
it was,
that um I think it was SPF, when I put Believer on stage like for the first time. I think that's where I mainly was like, all right, like this is serious, like, and especially it's like with my fam, you know, like I feel like it was Believer.
Yeah, man, that piece was something special. You know, that piece really was, and we all kind of had our hands in it as coaches as well. But we like just kind of gave you the reins and let you
Yeah.
go. Well, make our closer. Like,
Yeah, I think it
oh,
was
don't
during
make me,
a
bro. Just
choreo
make the
day I
closer.
just
It's
showed that
fine.
piece for a choreo day piece, and then I think you guys had talked about it, and the Chanel just said like, all right, well that's gonna be closer. I think so.
Well, I remember they saw it. They
Oh
saw it,
yeah.
and then I showed up later, and I was like, okay, so whose piece are we using? And they're like, oh, well, we want to use Z's, right? So I was like, okay, so both of you, they're both like, yeah, Z's. So I was like, okay, so
Yeah.
both of y'all are running with it. Let me see now, like, because we rarely ever had split decision type of, like type of things going on. Is when we agreed on something, all three of us agreed on it wholeheartedly. I just remember watching. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be tight. Like, this is gonna be a tight fucking piece, man. Yeah, dude, I was really like, it's weird because I remember, one of the first times I put choreo on a stage, and So for me to like kind of see how you like, you know, like we're backstage, but like I performed this piece, like, you know what I mean? So I'm backstage and I can see your face and it's like, yo, we really about to do this for this kid right now. Like I gotta make sure I do my part. Like, you know what I mean? Like even though it's this small little part, I gotta make sure I kill it because he's me 4 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's me right now. Like and that to me was that was really tight. Like so it was really tight to have your
I
jump on stage.
appreciate all three of you guys. See,
would you? Oh man, of course, bro. It's all love, dog. And you know, so for me, it personally kind of it made me feel good about okay. So when I stop dancing, there's a legacy here. There's somebody's dancing who has benefited from our existence. Like you know what I mean? That's the whole circle about. Like you know what I mean? But so now you're also doing more freestyling too. Like you've started picking up crump. And what would you consider? What would you consider one of the pivotal moments for your crump career?
It was probably when I did the one of the tournaments at the Wasteland hosted by DC. Yeah.
Yeah, that night was crazy, and I remember. I mean, I was there. I was watching, like you know what I mean, and that was really a cool moment. Like, how did it feel though? Now this is important for people to hear. But how has it felt though when you've lost in these tournaments?
When I lose in these tournaments or just like in regular battles, I just kind of take it as it's like more of like a learning experience where I just need to actually like more like lab on stuff and just make sure that when I go into a battle that I'm ready to have everything that I need. Like I just make it as a learning experience for myself, you know?
Yeah. I you know, I've always been a believer in it, but you know, Beast Camp's thing is we don't lose, we learn. And you know, one thing I feel like you're going to learn every time. You know, I've learned every time I've lost is well, I should have labbed. Like you know, I should have labbed better than this. Like you know, got nothing to do with you know because I feel like battling is really a lost part of the hip hop culture. You know, it's kind of making its way back around, but it kind of got lost a little bit because everybody's buddy, you know, and no one wants to lose. Everybody wants to tie, you know, type of thing. And just sucks the fun out of it. You know, and here with the smoking section, bro, this main season has been about like it's been about like our mental health and wellness and you know like what things are doing for us socially and emotionally. And so what's one thing that you feel that dance has benefited your life in that way, like you know whether it's mentally, socially, or you know what did I say? Mentally, socially, and emotionally, you know. However, I'm a little high. I'm sorry. I'm a little high. But what do you think is one thing that dance? What do you think one thing that dance has helped you with in one of those categories?
Well, I would say in probably a lot of those categories, or mostly all. I feel like dance has helped me with most of those because it gives me like an outlet, like it's an outlet, like dance is an outlet for me to escape. You know, like it's just for me to like be in my own space and like just think and just move freely without having to like really overthink a lot of things. Like it's something that I can really like connect on a different like spiritual level, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense, man. Yeah. So you know, moving forward, you know, because you've accomplished so much, bro. Like, you know, and yeah, you know, yeah. There's still more to do. You know what I mean? And there's always more work to do. So moving forward, what's something see from yourself or see from the community moving forward?
What's something I want to see from the community moving forward?
Yeah, or even yourself. Or like, what's something that you want to see more from yourself or the community? It can be either one.
I would want to see more in the community, more say like just Oxnard in general. Um, I feel like we just need more like unity. Like we just need to like forget about past shit that doesn't really matter now. We just need to move as one, but still be in that competitive competition where like, all right, well, who's still the best in Oxnard, even though like it doesn't have to always be like that. Like outside of practice, like we're all friends. Like I don't think like all the other stuff like really matters. Like we're all in the same city, so you know. I feel like we just need more love and unity more. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing we need to bring back is shaming team hoppers, bro. I think we need to bring that
Yeah.
back. I've been thinking about that recently, and it's like, dog, if you're on a team and if your team sucks ass, it's okay. Like suck ass is okay,
Yeah.
but just you guys get better as a unit. Like maybe competitively, we can look across the court and be like, okay, that team right there is better than us
Yeah.
right now. But next year we can be better than
Yeah.
them. And why not have a joint practice? We can see what everybody is on. We can test each other. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody goes super full out when there's some cute new people that they ain't seen ever before. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody goes
Yeah.
hella full out when there's somebody else there who you might see as a rival or somebody that they compare you to out in the community. Like everybody wants to go ham when it's that situation.
Yeah.
So why not kind of get off both of it? So to me, it's just kind of like, yeah, I think we need to have more unity, and I think we need to have more people who are down for the soil.
Yeah.
Like one team we hadn't talked about was Channel Islands, and they've moved over from hip hop, a really competitive hip hop team, and now they're doing like a song.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called, the song palm categories, and they smashed.
Yeah, they did.
So yeah, they smashed, and I seen their routine. I seen a video of their routine. I was like, yo, they kind of went off. Like I don't quite understand this, but I can tell you it was entertaining.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of the squads just really got a lot of like good results this year.
Yeah. I mean, like always too, though. They're always up there, and they definitely have the mark. And I mean, dude, and I definitely think that you've left your mark. You're still too early in the game, bro. Like for you to really notice it yet. But give yourself 3 or 4 more years, and you're gonna look back and be like, damn, I fucked it up. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like yo, and I think you're really leaving your mark, bro. Like on social media, which is really crazy, and it's very low key. But I look at the views, and I start adding some shit up and start dividing and doing my algorithm in my head. I'm like, yo, this nigga, like, he's kind of putting work right now on this shit. And I'm sorry, I haven't done the videos yet. I'd be busy.
Yeah, you're good.
Man,
I didn't do yesterday because I straight fell asleep.
This quarantine's got me fucked up. But how do you feel? Like, what keeps you inspired to doing that type of stuff? These challenges and think of new shit to keep just putting out there.
I just want to like just keep creating. Like no matter if it's not dance, like I'm always trying to create something. Like I just like to create stuff. Like I'm either sometimes just drawing or I would just like write down shit like notes. But like for like freestyles and like challenges and stuff like that, I don't know. I just like want to be able to like create something and like challenge other people and just be like, hey, we'll like hop on this too, like I don't know. I think it's just like a cool way to like spread good vibes, like even if you're not with them physically, especially right now with all this coronavirus stuff going on and stuff.
Yeah. So listen, man, it was a pleasure having you on the show. Tell everybody
You can
your
follow
social
me
media names so they can follow
on
you.
Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. That's for Zauriel_Luna. Oh, Zauriel_Luna for my Snapchat and Instagram, and then Zauriel Luna for my Twitter. But yeah, you can find me on there.
Boom. So everybody, that's Zauriel Luna. I'll be hollering at
Thank
you guys
you.
later, bro. Thank you again.